what does it mean to make it for you? Take your time, I don't have to be.
You guys always get me.
Why do some YouTubers get millions of views overnight and others like us spend 3 years slaving away making only enough to barely afford a kebab?
Well, I think as a creator in the YouTube sphere, like the first moment of making it is like getting to the million subscribers, but then very quickly you hit that and you're like, oh wow, it's all a mirage. It's all a mirage.
Yeah. I'm depressed.
I needed to be more than perfect.
I'm just really sad about it.
This is all I ever wanted. And why the fuck am I so fucking unhappy? It's fucking sad.
Damn, it's been a while since I watched that.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, what does it make you feel watching that?
Back in April, we set out on a journey to the US to ask some of our favorite creators if YouTube is truly worth pursuing, but nothing could have prepared us for what we'd find out.
There was a lot of trauma I went through with my YouTube career. I think what surprised me was the side you don't see from the outside.
It's kind of sad that how I see myself is based on how things perform, not people, the comments.
So I think it's like almost a little Black Mirror-y.
I burn out after every project.
It is a mentally draining career.
It's made my anxiety like 1,000 times worse.
There are very real consequences in my relationships that I'm still dealing with to this day.
The views feel like a measurement of your worth.
You get it, and then you're like, feel just as empty.
It's my real life. People are commenting on it.
When I watch that, I also feel like I could be watching myself.
Yeah.
I just want to break. From everything, from this life, from my thoughts, from my feelings.
So take a deep breath as we uncover why 99% of YouTubers never make it and the lessons we learned from those who did. Our first stop on this journey brought us to Creator Camp in the snowy mountains of Utah.
Almost there.
An event that brought together over 60 like-hearted creators in the largest log cabin in America.
Sorry, we're full.
Welcome to my Being around so many creators that we had been watching for years was bizarre.
I think for me, the one that I'm most excited about is Elle Mills.
Oh yeah.
Like, she's been a big inspiration for us, so it's really cool to see her.
But we couldn't help feel like imposters. Who were we compared to these big, talented creators? It was only when our creative skills were put to the test in a filmmaking challenge that we discovered what every creator here, big or small, has in common.
Okay, what do you got?
I got nothing. I like both of those ideas.
Guys, should we turn this into like a horror?
What the?
Did we get it? Did we get it?
That looked good. That looked good.
That's so good.
At our core, we all felt pulled by a deep passion to create and tell stories that inspire.
Totally agree. I know for a fact, like, if I were to like sit down and pick someone's brain, obviously we'd have like so many like things that we don't like agree on, but the heart,
Exactly.
the passion is there.
Yeah.
Everyone has that same fire in them.
It's the lack of that fundamental passion that we believe drives most YouTubers to quit so soon. If you've got no love for creating, why stick around to have your ego bruised every week with the rejection of low views? Look, we'd be lying if we said the glow of virality has never blinded us. But chasing that virality taught us a lesson that every YouTuber should never forget.
Do what your heart is calling you to do what you love, do what you feel inspired by. To be able to do that, I think we need to try out a lot of stuff. It took some years for me to find it, but when I found that, I really, really love to engage with people and I want to build bridges. That was like my true inspiration that I can do for free, and I can do it every day, and I can do it forever. Sometimes people do stuff out of motivation, I think, out of an idea, but I think we need to do deeper than that, because if we become big then in whatever we're doing and we don't like it, and we build the biggest cage we ever can build, right? And then we need to do content that we don't even like or we don't resonate with. So do what you love.
So it's simple. Figure out what you love and never be trapped by the algorithm, right? Well, yes and no.
What is there an invisible struggle that you guys are going through right now?
The formula, it's like what I'm interested in, what I'm passionate about, and what I feel like other people are interested in watching.
Yup, that is the inevitable struggle every creator goes through. Because the hard truth is, if you can't serve and satisfy a specific audience, then your ability to monetize becomes pretty non-existent.
Hold my camera for a video of me.
Oh yeah, sure.
And now I'm broke.
If you have art that doesn't have an audience, then like you just have art and you can have it for you, and that's great.
Right.
If we're talking about a professional context where you're trying to participate in an economy, you're trying to present something to the world that is artistic, then you by default are serving an audience. They are the kingpins in all of this. They are the people who should rule what you are doing.
The key seems to be finding the intersection between what you love creating and what other people want to watch. But as we left Creator Camp, we knew there was still a lot to uncover. So in pursuit of more answers, we traveled to the Rocky Mountains of Colorado to chat with two underrated creators who recently quit YouTube.
Boys, we need to talk. You guys have a moment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready?
That's friendship.
Aaron and Ryan were about to reveal an uncomfortable truth that stops many creators from pursuing this path, even the most talented of us.
Why did I get off YouTube? For me, it was more of a lifestyle choice. Doing life as a content creator is so shiny. I mean, how many comments have you gotten where it's like, I can't believe you're doing that, you're living the dream. And then behind the screen, you're like, I am so confused that like, I mean, it's the new movie star. I mean, you have millions of people watching you, like with my name on the channel. Come on. That's so shiny. And then as
the shine wears off.
As the shine wears off,
it becomes
like,
less sexy.
I would get sick when I was traveling. I would feel depressed. I would end up in editing cycles where I would eat like shit, sleep 4 hours a night, like totally ignore my health.
We can definitely relate to embracing these sacrifices.
Are you still working?
Grind never stops.
Oh my god, what are those?
But we find ourselves still making these sacrifices a few more years down the line than we anticipated.
Initially, it was like, 1 year, 100K, gonna be easy. We get there, like we're gonna be top creators in no time. And then realizing, holy shit, this is way harder than I thought. It takes way more time.
Oh yeah, I was like, 3 months. 3 months, I'm gonna be like million subscribers, yeah. I quit my job cold turkey and with the hope that I would make it on YouTube within a year. And so the constant pressure and overwhelm of needing to make it just clouded my vision, and like earning no money after no money after no money after no money was just so stressful, and I felt like that really took away from the love of creating. So something I would do next time is like have a side job just to give that peace of mind so you can create freely. Like you're saying with your business, creating a business that so you can create freely. I just think that is the most important thing for sustainability in the early days. Sure, it might take a little bit longer to grow, but man, if you want to make it a career, that is just so important to have, because it will take a while. Yeah. It won't just be like, bang.
It's no secret that many creators quit because it takes too long before they see concrete results. People either burn out or run out of money before their channel really takes off.
But what if we built ourselves a longer runway, so we have space to persist and build momentum?
So we're currently running a campaign for Yes Theory for Seekers Day. Even the fact that these words are coming out of my mouth, to be honest, don't make sense. Like that Yes Theory is our client. That's like my dream client. And I don't know, I never talk about this, like the agency, you know, working with Yes Theory, with Eric, with Johnny Harris, because saying that we work with those people makes me feel like an imposter. But more and more, I just want to be open about this is a huge part of our life. This is how we make our money. This is how we can sustain ourselves. You know, at the end of the day, working on our agency and working with these clients is what allows us to even continue posting on YouTube, because a lot of the money that we make is reinvested straight into the channel to hire an editor to help us, you know, invest more in our ideas. And it's our runway to help us continue to do YouTube. I mean, we wouldn't have been able to do YouTube for 3 years plus if it wasn't for the agency and having money coming in from that end.
A YouTube career is like a plane slowly ramping up for liftoff, rather than a rocket shooting into the sky. Having a source of income can act as a runway that gives us peace of mind and time to persist to gain momentum before eventually taking off. But when you reach the top, it's all smooth sailing, right? Well, the next stop on our journey had us buckling up for some turbulent revelations. LA, the land where YouTubers come to thrive.
Oh shit! Oh my god.
And where many are just trying to survive.
Hello.
This is Elle Mills.
Hi, I'm Elle Mills. She is someone who I think is pushing the boundaries of YouTube. Elle Mills. Elle Mills. Elle Mills.
Have you discovered Elle Mills yet? Elle fucking Mills.
But despite reaching the pinnacle of YouTube success,
Why the fuck am I so fucking unhappy?
Elle still decided to quit.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean? Because, like, this is literally my fucking dream. And I'm fucking so unfucking happy. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
You were crying. Damn, it's been a while since I watched that. It's like I don't even recognize the person, you know? It's like really, really disorienting.
Sorry that.
No, it's okay. I love
like
it.
I'm holding my breath because when I watch that, I also feel like I could be watching myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is where I'm at right now, and it feels really raw.
Feel free to cry.
In that video, you know, you're talking about how you've achieved everything you wanted. But then, you know, what you were expecting it to be was not actually the reality. So what was the thing that for you surprised you the most negatively that you were expecting would happen when you achieve, you know, all that fame on YouTube?
I think what surprised me was the side you don't see from the outside, which is that pressure, that anxiety, that dread of keeping it going. How do I keep up with the algorithm? How do I keep up with just like how fast the YouTube world is? Making your life so public and being vulnerable online, like to a camera, but then having that translate to like meet and greets and like interviews, and also like just like the amount of socializing, the anxiety that it caused. Like I experienced my first panic attack on like a YouTube tour, the resentment it caused in my relationships, everything. It's just like, there were so many things I could not have ever imagined would have happened through YouTube.
The mental and emotional toll that this career can take when you make yourself the product is not often discussed publicly, but it's undoubtedly one of the main reasons so many quit, no matter how optimistic they are of eventually making it.
Thank you for having me. This is very therapeutic. I appreciate it. I'll tell my therapist about this. No, but I love you guys. Me and Luke talk about it. I think, like, I feel like you guys are gonna have a great career on YouTube, because I think the key to being a successful YouTuber is just being actually good people and kind-hearted people, because people can feel that. You guys bring a very comforting presence and are genuinely such good people, and I love being around you. Like the fact that I feel comfortable crying, if any, you know, I mean, like that's with hard work and whatever, all that, like you guys are gonna be fine, because it's like people are gonna feel that through the screen.
As great as it felt to hear that, the truth is my mental health has declined in the past 3 years, and YouTube played a big role in that.
Meet me, because I really don't want to be on camera.
Okay. Vibe check in LA so far?
I literally just told you I don't feel like being on camera. Like I don't. Hey, honestly, I'm so burnt out. I just feel really confused, and I don't really know what I want anymore. All I know is that this isn't healthy for me, and I think I'm finally going to take a step back from everything after this trip and just start prioritizing my mental health. We just have one last creator we're meeting up with now, and I'm hoping it will make me feel better.
We're about to go somewhere right now where 5 years ago, if I told younger version of me where we're going, he would look at me and be like, bro, you have made it, you are good, you can die a happy man. Today marks the day where I think we decided on our YouTube channel's theme.
Yeah.
By the way, big shout out to Yes Theory. They inspired us to do this, and one day we're gonna collab. I'm really, really excited. Yeah, Rach?
Nothing to say, stay.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Damn, arriving in style, huh? Welcome to the Yes House. Thank you, man.
Walking into the Yes House was surreal. It reminded me to take a breather and soak in this moment. Yes Theory are who inspired us to start our YouTube channel. Over the years, we've watched them jump over the hurdles that trip up 99% of creators. In our eyes, they've made it. But as we spoke to Amar, we realized we had it all wrong.
Recently, I feel like I've been able to hit a lot of goals that I've wanted, like with the agency, working with Eric, with Johnny Harris, with you guys. And initially it was like, oh, I'm so excited about the goal. And then you hit it and nothing really changes.
A lot of us start on YouTube with a desire to reach a specific goal, whether it's hundreds of thousands of views or a million subscribers. We sacrifice a lot thinking that when we hit that number, we'll be good. But this trip has been a constant reminder that our happiness and fulfillment shouldn't be dependent on achieving the thing.
I think it's I have made it as long as I'm in the process of making it. And I'm really enjoying the process of making it. I wake up every day feeling like I want to do this, I could do this. And that's where I really am more attached to the enjoyment of making it being the true barometer for whether I've made it or not.
Amar made us realize that we got lost trying to reach the finish line as fast as possible, that we sucked the fun out of the process. And along the way, we forgot why we're even doing this in the first place.
If you understand why you're pushing and, not just like in the grind mode of selling the company, like why does even one want to sell the company? Why do you want to have 1 million subscribers? But if you're just in the hamster wheel of like, oh, you're just gonna put the next thing so that you can run after it, then yeah, of course, it's not gonna work.
And maybe that's why 99% of us fail. We don't have a strong enough why that makes the game worth playing till the end. What we do know is that there's too much we love about YouTube to give up. I just need to take a step back to remember my why. So as much as we'd like to say we figured it all out on this trip, we're still very much in the process.